Welcome to our channel. Ecuador is an amazing country in South America. It's got the Andes Mountains, the Amazon rainforest, and the Galapagos Islands. In this video, we're exploring all the best that Ecuador has to offer. I'm talking about ancient ruins, crazy wildlife, delicious food, and stunning scenery. Get ready to be totally obsessed with Ecuador. All right, you guys, we're starting our Ecuadorian adventure in Quito, the capital city. The whole city is built on the slopes of a volcano. We checked out the historic center with cobblestone streets, colonial buildings, and cute cafes. It's giving major European vibes with a Latin twist. We spent hours wandering around, taking pictures, and soaking it all in. We found La Compañía de Jesus, a super old church dripping in gold. We also took a cable car up to El Panecillo, a hill with a giant statue of the Virgin Mary on top. The views from up there were insane. We could see the whole city, the mountains, everything. It was the perfect way to start our trip. OMG, you guys, the Galapagos Islands were like stepping onto another planet. The wildlife here is on another level. Giant tortoises, blue-footed boobies, and marine iguanas were everywhere. We spent most of our time on Santa Cruz Island, the main island in the Galapagos. We visited the Charles Darwin Research Station, which was super interesting. But the highlight was definitely snorkeling with sea lions. They were so playful and curious. One even swam right up to me and blew bubbles in my face. If you ever get the chance to visit the Galapagos, do it. You won't regret it. After the Galapagos, we headed to Cuenca, a super charming colonial city in the Andes Mountains. The historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage site, and it's easy to see why. The buildings are painted in bright colors, and there are flowers everywhere. We spent hours wandering around, getting lost in the narrow streets, and admiring the architecture. We visited the new cathedral, a massive church with iconic blue domes. It's the most photographed thing in Cuenca, and for good reason. It's stunning. We also tried the local specialty, roast guinea pig. It tasted like chicken. Cuenca was definitely one of my favorite stops on our trip. It was so chill and charming. Get ready for some serious adrenaline because Banos is the adventure capital of Ecuador. Ziplining, whitewater rafting, bungee jumping, you name it, they've got it. Of course, I had to try all of it. We started with ziplining, flying through the air, surrounded by lush green mountains. Next up was whitewater rafting, which was super intense, but our guide was awesome. Then I tried bungee jumping. It was the most terrifying and exhilarating experience of my life. Banos isn't just about adventure sports, it's also home to the Pailon del Diablo waterfall, one of the most impressive waterfalls I've ever seen. We even went on a crazy swing that swings out over the edge of a cliff. Banos was definitely an experience I'll never forget. Cotopaxi National Park is home to Cotopaxi, a perfectly symmetrical volcano and one of the most iconic sites in Ecuador. We did a day trip from Quito, and it was the perfect escape from the city. The drive there was half the adventure, with rolling hills, traditional villages, and llamas and alpacas by the side of the road. Once we got to the park, we did some hiking. We hiked up to a lookout point, and the views were insane. We could see for miles in every direction. We also saw a ton of wildlife, including wild horses, deer, and condors soaring overhead. It was a nature lover's paradise. The Amazon rainforest was a whole other world. Hot, humid, and incredibly green. We stayed at an eco-lodge in the middle of the jungle. We had to take a canoe to get there, a 2-hour ride down a winding river. The best part was definitely the wildlife spotting. We saw pink river dolphins, monkeys, sloths, caimans, and a million different kinds of birds. We even saw a tarantula. It was huge and hairy, but our guide assured me it was harmless. We also visited an indigenous community and learned about their culture and way of life. The Amazon rainforest was an experience I'll never forget. After the Amazon, we headed back to the Andes Mountains to explore the highlands. The scenery here was even more stunning than I imagined. Towering, snow-capped peaks, crystal-clear lakes, and vast open spaces that go on forever. We started in Otavalo, a cute town famous for its indigenous market. The market was a total sensory overload. So many colors, smells, and sounds. They were selling everything from traditional textiles to alpaca sweaters. From Otavalo, we drove along the Quilotoa Loop, a scenic route through stunning scenery. We stopped at a million different viewpoints, each more breathtaking than the last. We also hiked down into the Quito crater, a massive volcanic crater filled with a stunning turquoise lake. It was like something out of a fairy tale. After all that adventure, it was time to relax and soak up some sun on the coast. Ecuador's coastline is over 2,000 kilometers long, with endless beaches to choose from. We headed to Montañita, a super chill surf town known for its laid-back vibes and epic waves. The beaches did not disappoint. White sand, crystal clear water, and perfect waves for surfing. When we weren't surfing or sunbathing, we explored the town, tried different restaurants, and soaked up the atmosphere. Montañita is the place to go for a fun and relaxed beach vacation. We also took a day trip to Puerto Lopez, a small fishing village known for its whale watching. We saw a bunch of humpback whales. They were breaching and slapping their tails, and it was incredible. Ecuador's coastline exceeded my expectations. That's a wrap on our Ecuadorian adventure. I'm so sad that it's over, but I'm also so grateful for all the amazing experiences I had. From the bustling streets of Quito to the pristine beaches of Montañita, Ecuador truly has something for everyone. We explored ancient ruins, hiked through lush rainforests, came face to face with incredible wildlife, and immersed ourselves in the local culture. Ecuador stole a little piece of my heart, and I know I'll be back someday. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this epic adventure. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more travel vlogs. So that was Ecuador. Totally amazing. I'm already planning my next trip back. I hope this video inspired you to add Ecuador to your travel bucket list. Please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more travel destinations in the coming videos. Thank you for watching.